Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and if you are new, welcome. So in today's video, you can see I have a spread of things surrounding my planner. So what I thought I would do is just take you through some of the things that I use on, a daily, weekly basis to do my planning, things that I have found that I really enjoy using, and things that have kind of helped me as far as my planning journey. So some of them are pretty simple. And then some of them are things that I have discovered along the way. So first things first, I wanted to share with you guys just a basic pen and pencil. So sometimes when I am starting out my planning spreads, I like to pencil in things that are coming up for the week before I make my list. If something just, pops up and I want to write it down quickly and not forget it, I'll just use my pencil. And I'm going way back to like kindergarten, middle school, like all my years in school. I loved these little Bic, I don't know if you can focus, but these little Bic Matic grips. They're the little mechanical pencils that you just do this. I used to love these in school. I used to sit there and play with them all the time. I would pump out the ink and then just push it down. Again, I'm doing it now, so you can see that I still have great love for these pencils. So that is my go-to pencil. And then working in an office environment for decades, I've kind of learned which pens I really like and which pens I do not like. So this is my ultimate favorite pen. It is the Pentel RSVP pen. I don't know if you guys can see that or if I can catch it on camera without the glare. But yeah, it's the Pentel RSVP pens. And I have this one in the medium. There is a fine one as well. I just like my penmanship way better with this pen. So that is my go-to pen. Next, pretty basic, but we've got our little handy dandy ruler. I used to use these all the time when I was doing my bullet journaling or like Bujo planning. I just found having a good one, a good ruler. I mean, this one's pretty flexible. Like I said, it's probably from the dollar store. So that's where that was from. But I like it because it helps you when you need to create the boxes and lines and stuff like that, because bullet journals, usually the paper is blank. So always good to have that there. And then the next thing I wanted to go over is my hole punch. So a few years ago, when I got kind of more serious about doing Happy Planner, I decided to purchase this for myself, just because it made it so much easier. If I was doing some Bujo journaling, then I could go ahead and just, cut it down to size and then hole punch it, and it could go right inside my Happy Planner. So this has been a really great investment for me. I use it all the time and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about it, I would suggest, yes, go ahead and buy that for yourself. So the next two things I have before we get into just the markers and stuff are my X-Acto knife and my little mini scissors. The reason that I'm putting these two together is because obviously, like with anything in this video, you do not need to go out and purchase things. You can do it with what you have around the house. I just got these both pretty cheaply. I believe I got them from the dollar store or Walmart, probably one of the two. And I've kind of have a love for each one of these. So these ones, if I'm, doing bigger stickers, I'll use this. If I want to just cut something out of a sticker that's already on my page, then I'll use this little X-Acto guy to make some more precise cuts, I guess you can say. So I put those two things together just because I feel like you can do with one or the other. You don't have to have it. The next thing I have is my little tweezers. So I got these off of Amazon, and I'll just so all you do is you basically just pinch them together so they they're kind of crisscross. I don't know if you can see that, but then you just pinch them and they open up. The tip is very fine, so it does work really well. So I love these. I think these were pretty inexpensive as well. I think they were maybe like $5 or $6. So those three things are pretty important for me now. So the next things, or I guess like the final group that I have, would be like my pens and my markers and that kind of thing. So I've got my pen for when I just want to do like, your basic writing and stuff like that. But then sometimes I want my spreads to be a little bolder. So I have a few different types. And I found that my Sharpie pen, so these are just called Sharpie pens. They are a super fine lined tip. And I discovered these a few years back, and I love this. Like, this is my usually my go-to pen just because it's so precise and sharp. And it's very inexpensive as well. The other ones that I have, so I've got my Tombow pens. I've got a couple of these. I find though with these, they're better for doing large lettering. They're very, although the tip does not look very wide, it does give you some pretty thick lines, and I'll just kind of show you on this piece of paper here. So you can get like thick lines from this. You can do thin, but I find, I don't know for myself, I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed, I find it really hard to keep it that way. When you start to make your letters, I feel like it just wants to go bigger. So that's the only downfall with these I have when I'm doing it every single day. And then I'll show you the Sharpie, just consistent, is a very small line. The last three ones that I have, or the last three pens that I use often, are the Pigma Micron pens. So I've got three different sizes of these. So we've got 005, 02, and then 08. So from like thinnest to thickest, I'll show you what the lines look like. So this is the 05. It is like pin thin. The point on it is like nearly non-existent. I don't know if you can see that, but it's very tiny. Then we've got the 05, or sorry, the 02. This one I really like too. It's a little bit thicker, not really that much thicker, to be honest with you. And then we've got the 08. So this one's just a little bit of a thicker line. So all really great ones that I've kind of discovered for different parts of it. The next thing I want to just show you guys are these. I found these not too recently, but I was at my local dollar store and came across these little pens, and I just fell in love with the colors. I really like the color scheme of these and thought they would be really cool. So they're called the Papermate Flare. They're a medium tip, and you get 4 colors, and I think I paid $3 for it. So they're awesome. I'll show you just kind of the line again. So they are a little bit thicker, not too bad though. And then they just give you like a nice writing consistency, right? Very easy, smooth. They are more of a marker type. So sometimes depending on what you're using, they might bleed a little bit, but they don't go through the Happy Planner paper. So that's a good thing. And then last but not least, this little jug or this little jar I've got with all of my Artist Loft pens. So they are kind of, they're kind of a knockoff brand of, now I've lost it. Oh my goodness gracious. But they're like a dual tip marker, and I'm at a loss for words. I can see the package and I can't remember what it's called, but they're kind of like a Michaels brand of this type of pen. So they have the fine tip and then the feather tip. So I'll show you what these ones look like. There's tons of different colors. So this is the thick one. So you can obviously get some little ones or do whatever you want. And then there's the thin lines. So the thin lines, I mean, obviously you can color with them, but yeah. So I really like these. So again, pens like this, I don't use as often as I used to, just because I am not bullet journaling as much. So I don't need to create like a whole page of spreads for every month. But I really do enjoy these every once in a while. And like I said, they were an investment. The regular ones, which I still can't get the name. I think they're called Dual something. But the other ones that I was looking at, they're very expensive. So these ones came, I think I don't even know how many are in here. There's like 30 pens or something, but they were a great price. I think they were under $30 for all of them. So yeah, so you can spend a lot of money. You can spend a lot less. It really depends on what you like. Like I said, some of my favorite things, for example, this Sharpie pen, one of my absolute favorites, and I think it's like $2. Also these mechanical pencils, I get them at the dollar store. So I get a pack of like 10 of them for like $2. So you don't have to get expensive things. A lot of my stuff has come from the dollar store. Then, you know, I do splurge every once in a while and I buy these pens, which are quite expensive. But yeah, I feel like hopefully this helps you a little bit in kind of just knowing that there's so much variety and you just kind of have to figure out what you want to do. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys use any of these products. and what your favorite products are, because I always like to kind of like, you know, take my subscribers' opinions and figure out if I like them myself. Sometimes, depending on what it is, some of my favorite things, I actually believe when it came to these pens, I had been talking to my girlfriend who is also a happy planner, and she's the one that got me onto these Flair pens. Now she uses usually the black ones, but I found these, and so yeah, these are where I found them and I love them. So I guess that's it for today, you guys. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a like and subscribing to my YouTube channel. If you are new, I would love for you to join my YouTube family, and we will see you in our next video, guys. Take care. Bye.